I recently posted a video of my Washingtonia robusta that I bought this year, planted this year. And here's my other one, which it's been in the ground 1 year longer than the smaller one I have up front. It was roughly the same size when I bought this one. When I pulled it out of the pot, it had almost no roots. So they had basically just ripped it out of the ground, shoved it in a pot with some dirt, sent it to Home Depot, and then I bought it. So this one here is actually getting quite big. They don't really love our winters. There are some that do survive. Last year, all I had was just clear plastic, like a polycarbonate panel over the top with just 4 posts open at the sides. So it's just basically keeping the rain out of the crown. And even with that, once things started to warm up, all the old fronds, a lot of them had a lot of browning on them. So this is the only frond left from last year or last winter. Everything else that you see came out this year. So it actually has grown quite well. And I'm not gonna save you counting, but this big spear here is the 10th one, and there's the 11th. So at least 11, more than a dozen per year for me, which is actually pretty good considering how cold a spring we had. And you can see these fronds are many times larger than that other one. So it seems that this one is putting a frond out about every 2 weeks, and the trunk has been just getting fatter and fatter, and you can see it splitting those old leaf bases. It started doing that right away. Actually, before it even started growing up this year, it just started getting fatter. And I've actually pulled off a bunch of those old leaf bases. They've just kind of come off cleanly. So I'm sure it's maybe another year or so we'll actually start seeing some trunk. And this one is really starting to get a lot of purple, which it didn't quite have that much before. But as you can see, the fronds are progressively getting larger as they come out. And it's doing quite well here. So kind of like this here, this is over 5 feet. It's probably getting close to 5.5. I mean, I'm just under 6 foot here, and call it 5.25. And we'll do a follow-up video because there's a competition between this and the waggy that's growing by it. The waggy has put out about as many fronds as this thing has, if you can believe it. So, but doing quite well, getting big, get beefy, and I'm hoping that I'll have as much success as I did last year winter with just the rain protection. It was a colder year for us. However, they're calling for third La Nina winter in a row, which usually means extra wet for us, cooler and wetter than normal. It doesn't necessarily mean that's going to happen, but there's a good chance. So not the best when you're growing palms like this. So hopefully this is the last one. Give you one last shot at the trunk there. Really starting to look like something, which is great. Thanks for watching.